Hey everybody, what are two things that you've got to do for your small business or your business website, particularly if you're trying to maximize your digital marketing in 2019? There's two things you definitely need to do, and that's what this video is all about. So first off, the first thing that you should be doing is whenever you have a website, you want to make sure that you install your tracking codes, okay? And the tracking codes are, here's the primary ones: Facebook, LinkedIn, Google AdWords, and Google Analytics, okay? Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Analytics, and Google AdWords, okay? Basically what it is if you open a business.facebook.com account, and once you're in there, you can actually get what's called a Facebook pixel. And it's a little piece of code that in WordPress you'll install in the header code section of your theme, wherever that is. And what the Facebook pixel allows you to do is you can actually create audiences in Facebook and Instagram that you can market to. And the way you create the audience is people that have visited your website or specific web pages. You can take those people and make them a custom audience. Now, here's where that can be really great. Maybe you have people coming to a page and it's all about a certain thing. So for example, in real estate, maybe you are advertising and pushing out an article that shows all the sold homes in a certain neighborhood, and just over time you keep pushing that to that neighborhood. And then you want to have an audience made of all the people that have been on that website. And if they've been on that website, what you want to do is serve them up some Instagram posts. This allows you to do that. So the way you do this is you create a business.facebook.com account, which is different than your regular Facebook. Once you get that, you have to create both a page, assuming you have a page, and an accounting, what's it called? You actually have the Facebook advertising account. That's what it's called. Once you have a Facebook advertising account, you go into the upper left-hand corner and there's a drop-down and you go to pixels. And when you get to the Facebook pixel, you create the pixel and it kicks out a little bit of code. You take that JavaScript code, and in your WordPress theme, there should be a place for custom code, tracking codes, header codes, and basically it's going to go like on the top of every page, and that will track. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you'll want to put the Google Analytics code. So what you'll do is you go to Google and search Google Analytics, and once you get that Google Analytics set up, you'll create a new property, and in that you'll get the tracking code, and you'll take that same tracking code, it's a JavaScript, and you'll put it again in the same section that you put your Facebook pixel. Then what you'll do is you'll create an ads.google Google AdWords account. It's no longer called AdWords, it's ads.google.com or Google Ads. Inside of that Google Analytics code, right underneath where it says UA- your number, toward the bottom of that script, what you'll do is you'll go into your new Google AdWords account, and it's going to give you a little snippet that you add into that snippet, and all it is your Google AdWords tracking code. So you go to Google AdWords, and not AdWords Express, but Google AdWords, and you create a conversion event. And when you're doing that conversion event, it's going to give you two pieces of code. One is the overarching Google AdWords code that will track your entire site, but then the second thing is you'll have an actual conversion event, okay? And that brings me to the second thing. You need to create a thank you page. So, hey, get your Facebook pixel, your Google Analytics, and then you'll put your in Google AdWords, you create this conversion event. You'll take the code and you select the middle option, which will give you a smaller piece of code that you insert right inside of the Google Analytics code. It'll look like this. I'm going to show what that looks like. You save that, and now you have this other piece of code that's the conversion event, okay? So here's the second piece of advice. What you need to do is create what's called a thank you page. And there's two ways to track events. You can either use these UTM URLs, specific URLs that are made, you make a specific URL, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. I just want to talk about a thank you page. And what a thank you page is it's a sub website where you're going to take that code, which is the conversion code for your Google AdWords, and you're going to put it in there. And in Facebook, you make an event or a custom conversion that shows the thank you page. And here, so I'm being a little confusing here. What a thank you page is it's a page that you redirect to after someone completes an event that you want to have happen. So here's what it really looks like. You do advertising. They go to you advertise on Facebook. They go, yeah, I want to contact you. They hit the contact button. They fill out the form. Once they fill out the form, it sends you the information, but then it redirects. You use a redirect to point them towards your thank you page. So it'd be rob.com/thank-you. And what that ends up being is it's like the bell that you're ringing to say, success was had, this worked. Here's why you want to do that. By implementing these, you're going to make your campaigns in any paid advertising much smarter. Facebook and Google AdWords, Google Display, all of these have amazing machine learning that understand how to achieve something. If you set up campaigns for conversions in Facebook, then it will get really good over time at learning what type of people tend to fill out your form. So by setting up the tracking code, you're going to be able to make custom audiences, which is great. You're also going to be able to retarget or remarket, that's what that's called. But then the second thing is by creating a thank you page to say this is what success has, and it redirects, all of your contact forms should redirect to that thank you page. You're going to equip Google and Facebook with the tools it needs to get you the best conversions and the lowest cost. There's more that goes into that, but that's it. I hope that helps you get things rolling.